Big weekend coming up at Sha Tin. It's the second leg of the four-year-old series, the Hong Kong Classic Cup. We're a month away from the big one. The derby comes up at the end of March. Very warm welcome to Racing to Win. I'm Angela Jean, joined in the studio by our four-man list, Paul Lally returning and race caller Tom Wood as well. Tom, mouth-watering clash. We've got the Classic Mile 1, 2, 3, 4. Back again. Yep, great to see them back, Andrew, for the Hong Kong Classic Cup. 1,800 metres, $10 million, golden 68 wins from 9 starts. I've spoken to both as trainer and jockey over the last day or so, and I've had different vibes from both, so we'll see what happens there with golden 60. Of course, he did have that temperature issue. Champions Way to be ridden by Ryan Moore. And Zach Purton picking up the big ride on More Than This. Yep, and Hugh Bowman will be on board enjoying for John Moore. He's an interesting run as well. Paul, welcome back. You brought the weather with you as well.
Yeah, it's brilliant here, isn't it? I don't know what you guys are moaning about. It's nice and warm. But look, speaking of warm, there's plenty of money in the going around in these jackpots. So $1 million in the triple trio, also $5 million in the 6-up win bonus. It's the biggest one we've had for a while for 6-up purposes. Expecting it to get up to about $9 million. So worth having a crack at that if you can. A few shorties amongst the 6-up as well.
Certainly will be. Need to give Victor Wong a special mention as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
was just about to mention
back.
Victor. Yeah, he's back. Reading during the week that he said he didn't think he potentially would be back in the saddle after a bad track work injury. He spent quite a bit of time in hospital, but great to see him back. He's had a few trial rides recently, and of course he's under the banner of Tony Millard. He is indeed. So, all right, so Victor is back. His first rides of the season as well. Wish him, obviously, a good day on Sunday. Now, as far as Sunday's programme is concerned, Easy Go, Easy Win is out of race number 8, which might have some derby clues in that race as well, which is straight after the Hong Kong Classic Cup. And looking good out of race number 9, race 9, replaced by Flying on the Turf. Looking good, who would have been our likely leader there, but Flying on the Turf might just take up that role as well. So this is meeting number 47, A+3 for the 10 races, all on the turf on Sunday. The big one, the Classic Cup, is race number 7. We start, though, with a Class 5 of the 1,200 metres. Blinkers back on Flying Emperor. Class 5 for the first time, as it is. Got General Trump in there as a last start course and distance winner, but Class 5 first time, All Best Friends, Mischievous Sunday, and Money More as well, who's first up since July. Big Bully, 0 from 19. He drops in trip. Neil Callan on board there. Fairy Floss, they try the blinkers back on again. Fox Jungo was a last start winner at Happy Valley over this trip. Yi Chong Lucky, first start for Tony Millard. Blinkers go back on there. Still a maiden after 13. And Keep Going gets the cheek pieces on for the first time as Victor Wong returns. Claiming 5, of course, Victor. Fairy Floss and Keep Going are the horses that have been up at Chung Fire in the last 30 days. Tough way to open the card. 10 non-winners in this race, and between the other 4, they've won 5 races between them, so a tough way to start the day. Yi Chong Lucky will go forward here, I think. Won a recent barrier trial off the front with the blinkers and the hood going back on. Jimson the Dragon can get a nice trail with the 10-pound claim of Alfie Chan. Maybe good choice ahead, might press forward, because if he doesn't, he might be caught 3 wide. Fairy Floss, All Best Friends back on the fence there for Zach Purton, but he's nothing from 12 at Sha Tin.
General Trump will have his fans after his last start win. It was a nice win from him, and he's going nice enough here, and you can see he's nice and relaxed more than anything. So 400 metres for him, and see if he can go on with it. He's had the 12 starts here in Hong Kong. All Best Friends, as you said, 12 zip here at Sha Tin on the turf. Has one on the all-weather here, and he works really well on the all-weather. You can see he's super keen there, really wants to go on with it, and Zach Purton aboard. So he's come up an early favourite. So you're going to have to take him a bit on trust. Fairy Floss. Now, I've shown him because there's a gear change. The blinkers will go on him again. You can see he works quite keenly in those blinkers, but another horse who's done nothing so far from 9 starts. So see if there's some improvement in him. All
right, let's start our search for the winner with a last start winner, and that was General Trump. The margin wasn't big. He had Spicy Really and Fairy Floss in behind. So thinking that Fairy Floss is getting there. This is his second start now in Class 5.
Yeah, and those blinkers go on. Fairy Floss is with those gear changes. So they might just sort of perk him up a little bit. But General Trump, I thought, won really well. He saluted here and came down the outside, got up and won nicely. Spicy Really, I was impressed with his run. I don't think a win from him's far away.
Yeah, they're taking the hood off Spicy Really. General Trump was able to get up in a photo finish here. Alexi Bedell takes the ride. He's since had a trial behind Red Desert, who was second in that trial, so Red Desert has since come out and won. And the other one, Fairy Floss, he raced a bit fiercely, I thought, last time out as well. All right, Moreira jumps on board Spicy Really for the first time. This is Fox Chunga and Jimson the Dragon. This is Fox Chunga's maiden win at start number 16. He was a
33 to 1 shot.
No, I couldn't have had Fox Chunga on this night in a month of Sundays. It was his race, right time, sort of right place. He's beaten home horses like Demon's Rock. He's a serial non-winner. Nash is shook as well. He's been a Class 5 stick. Triumphant Lords since come out and ran okay, but he's picked up an injury. I won't be taking Fox Chunga.
He's not in my numbers. He's a one-hit wonder so far, but no, I haven't put the Fox in.
No, but if you backed him last time, you might
go again.
You'd go
33s.
Again. Yeah, absolutely. Money Moore. Now, he's first up since the final day of last season, in actual fact, when he ran behind Monkey Jury. He's into this class for the first time. Yeah,
look, he's still a maiden from his 16 starts here in Hong Kong. The best he's managed to do is a third. He's drawn 11 as well. I mean, the trial was okay, but he's another one I haven't entertained.
I looked at him off this trial because I thought he was held together okay. This is behind Farm Bumper. I think maybe Goodview Clarico there on the outside. He was held together. He's had a few left front issues, but he is fresh. I'll just watch him though.
All right, and Yi Chong Lucky. Fresh up since December, he's now with Tony Miller.
Yeah, it was with David Hall. Won this barrier trial all right on what was a wet morning on this occasion. Chad Schofield from gate 13. He had the blinkers and the hood on in this recent trial. The blinkers and the hood go back on here, minus the cheek pieces. Went round at 10 to 1 last time out at the beginning of December. So, look, I'd be entertaining him here.
Yeah, I've got him in the numbers as well. I mean, it was sloppy there. I don't think you're going to get those conditions on the turf on Sunday, but you won't.
Almost guarantee
it. You won't get those conditions. But look, the blinkers seem to have perked him up a bit, and new stable as well. Change of scenery is always good.
All right, it's the class dropper and the strong track worker, all best friends, is our favourite here.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to go with number 6, though, Spicy, really. I've liked his run leading into this. The hood come off. Joe Moreira will jump aboard for the first time as well. He drew wide a couple of starts ago and ran on nicely, I thought, and Sha Tin looks his go. So he's on top to beat Yi Chong Lucky with a new stable, new environment for him. General Trump, he won, but he just won last time, didn't he? I just wonder if he can get up there again. And all best friends, I snuck in for 4th in the back of that track work. There's a little bit of trust in there, and I think you're going to have to take unders. But I went 6, 12, 2 and 3.
Yeah, I'll use the old phrase, winning form is good form, so I'll stick with General Trump number 2. Alexi Bedell takes the ride. Zach was on board last time out, just won on that occasion, has had a quiet trial since, but hasn't been out of the top 3 course and distance so far from his 2 runs. General Trump. Yi Chong Lucky goes in there. Spicy really, hood coming off, stayed on all right, I thought, last time out, beaten 3 1/4. And like Paul, all best friends probably needs to be taken on trust with nothing from 12 on the turf at Sha Tin. 2, 12, 6 and 3.
Very similar numbers from me. The difference is Mischievous Sunday into Class 5 for the first time. Ryan Moore in the saddle. We've both had a go at him in Class 4 company. He's now in Class 5. He's got to be up to this, isn't he?
Yeah, I did it at Sha Tin when he stepped up to 1650, and I thought that would be his go, but it wasn't.
It was 3 wide, no cover last start too.
Yeah, back to 1200, but he has run well at 1200 before, so no, I see where he comes from.
All right, we will see. All right, but Spicy really on top for me in the first.